Wild boars are tearing through our town like uninvited guests with no manners, and they're not just rummaging in our fields. They're stomping into backyards, wrecking crops, and turning quiet nights into chaos. These crafty creatures have made themselves at home, and our community's had enough. That's why our hunting crew sets out into the murky, overgrown swamps where these boars hide and roam in packs. Our goal? The numbers are checked to save our farmlands and restore peace. Come along for the ride as we dive into this high-stakes mission, and if you're with us, hit that subscribe button. We're charging toward 1,000 subs. Thanks for joining the journey. Our first stop was a dense, swampy stretch near Wayne's place, a prime boar hangout. We hopped aboard an airboat, its engine roaring like a beast of its own as it sliced through the water at breakneck speed. Perched on the deck, our team was locked in, scanning the horizon with laser focus. Suddenly, a boar broke cover. I steadied my rifle, took aim, and fired, a clean shot that dropped the animal in seconds flat. It was a textbook start. But the swamp wasn't done with us. The boat's rumble provoked another boar, which charged recklessly toward us. Even at 25 miles per hour, it was no match for our quick trigger fingers. This swamp, bursting with food, is a boar's paradise, and just 10 minutes later, Lionel spotted another straggler. Despite the boat's lurching, he nailed the shot, leaving the boar still against the misty weather. Mission accomplished for now. The next afternoon, we plunged into a shadowy maze of towering trees and thick underbrush, where the swamp's edge grew wilder. Through binoculars, we caught sight of a hefty herd of wild boars rooting through the earth, oblivious to our approach. We moved like ghosts, closing the distance and picking out prime shooting spots. The air buzzed with tension, every rustle amplifying our focus. A single, earth-shaking shot cracked through the silence, dropping a boar in its tracks. Deeper in a marsh, Wayne stalked another, inching closer with cat-like precision to line up a perfect shot. His rifle barked, and the boar let out a sharp squeal before crumpling to the ground. Further in, I glimpsed a dark shape weaving through the trees. I crept forward, heart pounding, and waited for a clear view. When the moment hit, my shot rang out, and the boar bolted, collapsed just yards away. This rugged, untamed swamp, shunned by most hunters, has become a haven for these cunning beasts, but we're here to even the odds. In Siberia's vast coniferous forest, I join a hunt that'll stick with me forever. The boars here are giants, fierce, numerous, and built like tanks. Our crew prepped meticulously, unleashing a pack of dogs that tore through the woods, their barks echoing like a battle cry. My pulse raced as the chase kicked off. I spotted a boar charging through the brush and fired fast, dropping it before it could blink. Nearby, another fell under the dog's relentless pursuit and a teammate's pinpoint shot. We took down several more, some sprinting at jaw-dropping speeds, others lurking at a distance. In just 30 minutes, we thinned out a swarm of these invasive brutes. The wildest moment came when a monstrous 200-pound boar barreled across a clearing like a freight train. I squeezed the trigger just in time, and it staggered a few steps before hitting the dirt. Shot after shot rang out, each one clean and precise, as our team's spirit soared in the heart of this untamed wilderness. In the rugged mountains near our town, wild boars have overrun the landscape, wreaking havoc on local farms and pushing wolves to the brink. To tackle this growing crisis, we launched a strategic two-pronged approach, deploying heavy-duty traps and organizing a targeted hunt. We hauled massive iron cages baited with corn and bran to a boar hotspot, their deep etched into the soil like a map of their chaos. A network of surveillance cameras kept watch over the traps, ensuring no interference. Meanwhile, we divided into two teams, staking out the hilltops with rifles ready. Our first encounter was a close call. A lone boar darted into view, but our initial shots missed, and it vanished into the brush. Undaunted, we tracked a thundering herd of large, swift boars. Though they sensed danger and bolted, we managed to bring down a mid-sized one with a well-placed shot. With adrenaline pumping, we refined our tactics, prioritizing safety and precision. On a nearby ridge, where boars often rummaged in the late afternoon, another herd emerged. The clash was intense, demanding quick footwork to dodge their aggressive charges. Only in clearings could we fire with confidence, making every shot count. The fight against the boars is far from over. They're thriving in these wilds, and their numbers seem endless. As dusk settled, we returned to the trap site and were stunned to find 10 massive boars thrashing inside the cages, their escape attempts futile. For everyone's safety, we dispatched them before opening the traps. By day's end, we'd taken out dozens of wild boars, a major victory in our effort to protect our community's farmland. But the threat looms large, and tomorrow will bring fresh challenges. We're in this for the long haul, determined to reclaim our fields from these relentless invaders. Wild boars have invaded our towns, swamps, forests, and mountains, as well as Siberia's wilderness, devastating farmlands and disrupting communities. Through targeted hunts with rifles, dogs, and airboats, plus strategic traps, we've taken down dozens of these destructive pests. Despite these wins, their growing numbers demand ongoing vigilance. We remain committed to protecting our lands and restoring peace in this relentless fight. This video is for educational and awareness purposes. All scenes follow local laws and ethical hunting guidelines. Here we dive into the wild world of managing invasive species across the US and beyond. Picture this: farmers and wildlife experts teaming up, armed with smart traps and precision tactics, to shield our fields from critters causing billions in crop damage. In 2022 alone, over 20,000 invasive animals were humanely controlled to protect our food supply and support rural communities. Join us as we explore these cutting-edge strategies, spark a conversation about balancing nature and human needs, and share your take on these game-changing methods. Hit that subscribe button for more.
The rival macaques have taken over the city, with some attacking people.
Back in the 70s, widespread deforestation pushed invasive species right into our backyards, sparking a population boom that's been wreaking havoc ever since. These unwelcome guests munch through crops and, in some cases, even pose risks to tourists, shaking up local towns. To fight back, communities near urban forests are rolling out targeted wildlife management programs, keeping both people and their livelihoods safe while restoring balance to our ecosystems. To lure invasive monkeys, skilled hunters use strategic baits like ripe bananas and crisp apples, placed with precision in the wild. Hidden in camouflaged shelters, they stay out of sight, blending seamlessly with the surroundings. When monkey troops draw near, hunters rely on silent bows and arrows, ensuring a quiet approach that keeps the animals calm. This careful method not only controls populations effectively, but also prioritizes humane treatment, preserving the natural harmony of the ecosystem. Even with advanced tactics, managing invasive monkey populations remains a tough challenge. A typical hunter might capture 2 to 3 monkeys per day, while seasoned experts can handle 5 or 6. Adult monkeys, often weighing up to 50 pounds and standing nearly 3 feet tall, demand strength and sharp focus. These obstacles test a hunter's skill, stamina, and commitment,
Blowgun was so
highlighting the
silent.
need for a balanced approach that combines efficiency with ethical wildlife stewardship. In sprawling forests, expert hunters wield bolt-action rifles, typically in .223 or .243 calibers, to manage invasive monkey populations with pinpoint accuracy. Perched quietly, they scan treetops and listen for the telltale chatter of monkey troops
Densely populated
honing in on their
areas.
targets. By maintaining a stealthy approach and firing from optimal ranges of 100 to 200 yards, they minimize disruption to the ecosystem. This precise strategy reflects a deep commitment to ethical wildlife management and sustainable practices that safeguard the environment. To ensure humane outcomes, hunters aim for the head or neck, delivering a quick and compassionate kill while strictly following ethical guidelines. They selectively target mature monkeys, carefully sparing pregnant females and juveniles to promote biodiversity and long-term ecological health. This disciplined approach not only prioritizes animal welfare, but also strengthens responsible stewardship, maintaining a delicate balance that supports thriving, stable ecosystems for future generations. In conclusion, managing invasive monkey populations through skilled hunting blends precision, ethics, and environmental stewardship. By employing strategic techniques like carefully placed baits, silent weapons, and selective targeting, hunters effectively control these populations while prioritizing animal welfare and ecosystem balance. This thoughtful approach, rooted in humane practices and sustainability, not only addresses the challenges of invasive species but also serves as an educational model for responsible wildlife management, ensuring thriving forests for future generations. This video is for educational and awareness purposes. All scenes follow local laws and ethical hunting guidelines.